Are you completely tired of feeling like you're constantly being torn between work and your personal life? Or do you dream of having the freedom to pursue your passions without sacrificing your relationships or your sanity? Because achieving real work-life balance is absolutely possible no matter what anybody says, okay? But it requires more than just time management and tricks and productivity tips, okay? In this video, we're gonna explore all of the underlying beliefs and habits that might be holding you back from creating this balanced life that everybody talks about. We're gonna let go of perfectionism and set boundaries and go really deep into the mindset shifts and practical strategies that you need to prioritize your well-being and achieve a better quality of life. All right, according to a 2022 study, which isn't that long ago, 42% of small business owners experience burnout. That's almost half. And online business owners, it's even higher. Okay, that's like 53 to 60%. On top of that, more than 1 in 3 seriously considered quitting, completely shutting their business down at least once a year. Work-life balance is absolutely critical to success, okay? We didn't start our businesses to feel like we're drowning in a sea of bills and responses and returns, customer service. Like we didn't start our business to be constantly pulled from one place to the next and be completely depleted by the end of the day. It's absolutely important for personal well-being, not just currently, but stress weighs on your organs, on your brain, on every single part of you, and will shorten your lifespan. Okay? So this business that you're building, this baby, this thing that you love so much, we're going to make sure that it doesn't kill you. All right? There are some barriers, and I understand that people have when they're reaching for this balance, right? Sometimes we get caught up in the TikTok trends and we're like, oh, balance is going to the spa for a day. And then we sit at the spa and we can't relax because we're so stressed out about all the stuff that's going on at work. And is so-and-so handling things they're supposed to be handling? Is there an emergency? Will they be able to reach me? What's going to happen, right? And then when we're not at work and we're with our family, we're thinking about work, and we're not at work and when we're at work, we're thinking about our family and our friends and the things we should be doing, right? These are all the things that are pulling us in different directions. Maybe we've overcommitted. Maybe we have a severe lack of boundary setting, right? We're always saying yes because like I need that next thing. There's a very good book by Shonda Rhimes, and I think it was called The Year of Yes. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And that was something that she had committed to, was saying yes for an entire year. And somewhere in the book, I'm not going to completely give it away, but she collapsed on the floor with her kids and was like, I'm going to say no for a minute. Because what am I doing this for if my children are the ones that are missing out, right? So there is this push and pull and tracking and adjusting, right? Sometimes it's perfectionism that's holding us back because we have to be the high achiever, or we are the high achiever, always looking for the next best thing, right? Or to have things be done exactly right in exactly the right moment. Those are all things that can hold us back from achieving work-life balance. Not specifically the work that we're doing, not specifically the people that we're working with, but a combination of all of them, okay? Sometimes we have societal pressure, family pressure, right? How many of us are like, I'm going to be the first one in my family to do X, Y, and Z. I am I think number 2 in my family to go to college. There's only 3 of us, and I am number 8 of 9, and then 1 of 4, right? So 3 of us out of 12 kids have gone to college. That's a lot of pressure. And now I'm like barely using my degree, right? So we have family pressures, we have society pressures, we have pressures from our friends. There's technology that's driving us up the wazoo, right? And personal expectations. I'm sure as high achievers that have started our own business, we have a lot of personal expectations that there's this tug of war within ourselves that's keeping us from achieving this work-life balance. Because if we just push harder, if we just hustle harder, it'll all be okay. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you to do less. because you won't listen to me anyway, right? The main thing that you can do to achieve work-life balance is to decide faster and clearer, okay? Set up no decision zones in your business and your life. I don't separate the two. I know people are just like, you're an entrepreneur over here and you're a family member over here, but like, I'm one being. There's one soul in here. I don't wear 17 different hats. I have one hat that I like to wear, okay? It's just the one. And when I'm doing things for work, it's all sourced back to my values. My values don't change when I go home and spend time with my family, okay? So we're not going to separate. We're going to make decisions quicker and clearer in business and life. Pre-decide as much as humanly possible. What days do you take phone calls? What can your team handle without you? What gets an immediate yes, no, or not right now? When are you going to personally touch things versus what can get done without your eyes? When you start making these decisions, things get handled without thinking. Okay. And I've talked about this before. It's very, very important. I lay my clothes out the night before. If I moved slightly to the right and you're watching this, not just listening, there's a walking pad behind me with shoes already on it. Okay. Things are done simply so I have zero excuses. I don't have to wonder about what's happening when or how. I throw the shoes on and I start walking. And the little remote for it is on it as well. It's not hiding anywhere else. Okay. Very, very simple decision making. Okay. And then I want you to set default settings. So maybe Mondays are super hectic for you. You got a lot going on and you skip lunch all the time. How about you have the same lunch every Monday? Right? Pre-make it Sunday night before you go to bed. So that way, Monday afternoon, you're just going to grab it out of the fridge and eat it. Eat the same damn thing every week. People have Taco Tuesdays, Pizza Fridays. Why not do Monday Pita Day or Monday hummus and carrots? I don't know. But put something in so that way it's no decision, right? You're not worrying about it. It's part of why meal prepping works for people, because you make the same food for 4 days in a row and you don't have to think about it. You're not wondering like, am I hitting my macros? Did I get enough protein? Am I doing this? Because it's already pre-planned out, right? Start doing the same thing in other areas of your life. Instagram posts. 3 content pillars. You know what you're talking about. Boom, 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 right? Maybe you have a dog and you throw in a dog picture every once in a while. Maybe you talk about family. Maybe you talk about how to build your business, whatever it is. Pick 3 content pillars and stick to those things and just cycle through them, right? Makes it easy. You don't have to think about what's happening next, okay? Is your client onboarded, automated, templated, super dummy proof, right? Things like that. Make it super, super simple. And I want you guys to lead with principles, not your mood, because we have days where we're exhausted and we feel like a slug and we don't want to do anything. And maybe at that point, we're not going to be making the best decisions, right? But if you don't decide every day that you're going to lead by your principles, then certain things are going to fall through the cracks when we're not feeling well. Or maybe you'll be a yes lady or a yes man when you're feeling really good one day. And you've overcommitted at this point, right? So if you're going to work out, rest, post, sell, whatever, don't make that decision every day, right? Set the principle. I move my body 5 times a week, non-negotiable, right? Then day to day, you got zero drama because it's a non-negotiable, right? I post every day on LinkedIn, non-negotiable, right? Whatever it is for you, set a principle now, not just I don't feel like it. Or, I'm in a really good mood. I'm going to throw out 3 posts in one day. Okay. Most people are not overwhelmed because they have too much to do. They're completely overwhelmed because they have too much to decide, which is why at the end of the day, you're exhausted and you snap at somebody when they tell you or ask you a simple question. Like, I just don't want to answer any more questions today, please. Right? And there was no harm, no foul. Okay. Online business owners are especially at risk. 50% experience burnout. 36% think about quitting every single year, even the very successful ones. And there's a lot of invisible stress. Okay. Not just tasks, but that mental load that we carry, the one that's stuck in the back of our head telling us to do more, be more, succeed more, achieve more, right? The solution to being less overwhelmed isn't to hustle harder. It's to make less decisions. Build out your no decision zones. Pre-decide as much as you can. Create default settings and lead with your principles, not your mood. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend. There is a link down below, or you can grab my time maximizer strategy for free. It's a little guidebook that'll work you through ways to save time and make less decisions. Thanks.